All right, guys, so we're going to talk about cardio right now. A lot of people, a lot of my buddies, a lot of people, since I lost a lot of weight and a lot of fat, want to know how I did it as far as the cardio and what kind of cardio I did, because anybody who knows me knows that my famous saying is that I would always say that, move my phone, is that better? I'll show you the town here. Well, check this out, Sangalo. I don't know if you can see that. Look at this. Nice, right? Anyway, cardio, yeah, so I always said I hated cardio, but the cardio is the only way to lose fat, but the key and the real secret is that you have to do it right, because if you don't do it right, you're wasting your time. And I think we all, if you go to the gym or you know people who go to the gym, and you see people who go there all the time, and they're always on the same machine, they're always on the exercise bike, or maybe they're always on the treadmill, and they're there, seems like forever, for like an hour and a half, and they're all the time, they're there, but they're not losing weight, they're not looking any different, they're not making any progress.
Now come on, let's get out of here. Let's go back to the old gym, will you? Let's get some blood and sweat and tears around here. Can we do that?
And so I thought a lot about that, and really what I figured out works for me turns out works for everybody. I've never met anybody who disproved this. You can read a million articles, guys, and a million magazines and websites and blogs. That really, the most frustrating thing for me my entire life, for 39 years, almost 40 years, has been the contradiction in terms and the contradiction in theories. And, you know, well, you have to maintain this percentage of your max heart rate and take 220 minus your age and multiply it by, get the fuck out of here, man. That's just craziness. Who has time to do that? Listen, here's how it works. And you can disprove me all you want, but, you know, don't just write something and disprove me. Show me that it didn't work, and then great, now there's another way. But I'm going to tell you a way that works. It's called bust your fucking ass, okay? It's called, every time I go to the gym to do cardio, I sweat through an entire shirt to the point where I can wring it out. If you're not breaking a sweat, I always say, if you're not sweating through a shirt, a t-shirt, you did it wrong, guys. You wasted your time. You went for a leisurely walk on the treadmill. You did a nice, comfortable jog for 45 minutes. If you're not sweating, here's another one, okay? If you are able to read a book, if you're able to bring your iPad mini and read something, here's a tip. You're not working hard enough. If you're able to carry on a conversation with someone next to you and actually talk, you're not working hard enough. What I do, guys, is I basically put my iPod in and I put on some really good music. I happen to like downloading some mixes from clubdancemixes.com. It's a great thing. I'll put a link down for those of you that want to check it out. But I can also tell you that sometimes I just watch motivational video clips on my iPhone, things that I find motivating, like this. And general things like that I personally find motivating. You may say, that's stupid, that's silly, that's childish. Yeah, well, hey, look, you know what? When you are in a mode and you have your head down and you're busting ass and you're sweating through your shirt, you're not talking to anybody next to you, you're zoned out with your music. Here's the best part about that, guys. You don't need to do it anywhere near as long. You don't need to sit there for an hour. In 30 minutes, doing high-intensity interval training, okay, where you jack your heart rate through the roof. You know, if you're on a, let's say, an elliptical, you put that thing up to where it's really hard for you. Put it up to, you know, 8 maybe if that's hard for you, or 10 or 12 or 16, you know, and obviously wherever you start, it's going to, you know, gradually increase as you get stronger. But you put it up to the point where you're like, oh shit, man, you're really pushing with your arms and pushing with your legs, and you're like, this is hard. I really got to move this thing. Yeah, that's why we're exercising. And you do that for 30 to 45 seconds to where you feel like you're giving it 100% effort. And then you back it off and take a minute, 2 minutes, minute and a half, where you scale it down to a 4 or 5, and you catch your breath somewhat, not all the way, of course, and then you jack it up and do it again. And you'd be, you know, you may be only to do, in the beginning, you can only maybe do a cycle like that for, let's say, 10 minutes. Then you'll be able to do 20 and then 30. I never exceeded 30, guys. I never had to sit there for hours to lose all this fat so quick. I just did it intense. And frankly, I do it every stinking day. I do it 7 days a week. Yeah, I like to take a day off, but even then I'll take my skateboard out, my longboard, and go bang out an hour of cardio, because that's more fun, but you're still sweating, and it's fun. So guys, I'm just telling you that as a sincere help for those of you who are struggling with trying to lose some weight and lose some belly fat, and for women, your ass and your legs and everything else you guys are worried about. You know, muffin tops and all this other stuff. It all comes down to body fat, and it comes down to burning that. And now think about the actual word. You gotta burn that shit off. You gotta light yourself on fucking fire and watch the results that you get. Sorry if that's a little brass, tough talk, but that's who I am. So, and I know this shit works. So I hope that helps, guys. So get out there, burn through a freaking shirt already, all right? See ya.